Okay, today, children, we will study in this chapter, that is your book, History Civics book, chapter 5, the early Vedic period, Brahmavarta. Clear? In this chapter, first, we will study the things what we will study are, you see here, learning outcomes, advent of the Aryans in the Sapta Sindhu and Gangetic Valley. Then we will study about the components of Vedic literature. Then coming towards early Vedic period, political, social and economic life. Okay, first, what we will study are advent of Aryans. First, children, you see what does it mean, advent? Advent means arrival of notable person or thing. Arrival of notable person or thing means arrival of the Aryans. Okay, then in this very arrival, you see the Indus Valley civilization which flourished, that is the growth, that is grew. Okay, it has come up between 3300 BC and 1500 BCE, and it ended around 1700 BCE. Okay, then the decline of Indus Valley civilization was followed by the advent of Aryans. Decline, that is the downfall, was followed by the advent of Aryans into the Indian subcontinent from Central Asia. The word Aryan is derived from Sanskrit word Arya. You all know the word Arya, Sanskrit word Arya, and this very Sanskrit word Arya, that means a noble or respected person. Okay, now the Aryans were Indo-European tribes. Who were the Aryans? They were the Indo-European tribes who migrated, that is, who came to the Indian subcontinent, most probably from Central Asia or Iran. They have come from Central Asia or Iran looking for pastures. Pastures, what does it mean? It means land covered with grass or low plants. Okay, now they came to India through the Hindu Kush mountains. From where did these people they have come? They came from the Hindu Kush mountains, and they were subsequently referred to as Indo-Aryans. And these people who have come from the Hindu Kush mountains, these Indo-European tribes, they were known as Indo-Aryans. Clear till here? Advent of Aryans. Now they came into conflict that is the fight with the indigenous people. Indigenous, again, what does it mean? Originating or occurring naturally in a particular place. Okay, whom they refer to as Dasas and Dasyus. Children, first I'll explain you what are Dasas or Dasyus. Children, you all have heard the word Das. Okay, Das is a Sanskrit word that is found in ancient Indian texts such as Rig Vedas and Arthashastras. Okay, now it usually means enemy or servant, but Das or Dasas also means servant of God, devotee of God, the person or the one who has surrendered himself totally on God. Clear? Now this means Dasas or Dasus. The Indo-Aryans initially settled into the Sapta Sindhu, that is the land of 7 rivers. You all know, region between 1500 BCE and 1000 BCE. They named the land as Brahmavarta, which means the abode of God. Children, again I will tell you what does it mean, abode of gods. It means the dwelling place, it means the living place, it means the habitation, it means the person, the place, the living place, it means the home, it means the settlement, that is abode of God, dwelling place. Okay, and the place is in Prayag, that has come in May, that is 23rd of May 2018. Clear? Now children, gradually the Aryans spread from the Sapta Sindhu region to the plains and the valleys of the river Ganga. Till here they have spread out. They named this region as the Aryavarta, and this very Aryavarta, what does it mean? It means the land of Aryans, the land of Aryans, where Aryans they have been settled, Aryans they lived. This period from 1000 BCE to 600 BCE is known as the latter Vedic period. Clear? Okay. Now, it was through the four Vedas developed by the Aryans that we came to know about their culture and lifestyle. It was through the four Vedas developed by the Aryans. You all will later come to know about the four Vedas that we came to know about their culture and lifestyle. Hence, this period is known as Vedic period. Clear? Children, next, till here we have completed. Now, the things later on what you are going to study or what you will be studying in this very chapter are the Vedic literature, in which you will study about the Brahmins, in which you will study about the Aryankas, in which you will study about the four Vedas, that is and also the Upanishads. You will study about the Purans, the Ramayans, the Mahabharatas. Then next you will study about the four Vedas. Those are the Rig Veda, Sam Ved, the Yajur Atharva Ved. We all know this very nicely. But in our next video, I will tell you this very clearly. Next, in this chapter, you will also study the explanations. You will study something more about the different Vedas. Then you will also study about the Rigvedic age, the Brahmins, the Mahabharata, the Purans, the Ramayans. Then you will also come to study about the Brahmavarta and the early Vedic period, that will be starting from 1500 BCE to 1000 BCE. Then in this you will study the political life, the political structure of theirs, the administration of theirs. You will study about the social life of the people of this very age, the family life, what they have been living, the position of women at that very time in this very age, this very BC, the class system which was divided into four varnas, that is the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, Vaishya and the Shudras. Then you will see in the Brahmins who all come in the Brahmins, who all come in the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas and the Shudras. Then next you will also see the houses of theirs. Then the food, the food style they used to have, what all food they used to have. Did they have a nutritious diet? Did they have no nutritious diet? Whether they had a balanced diet or not, and the things what was there in their diet. Then you will come to study about, you will come to know about the dress they used to put, the different dresses they used to put at that very particular time, the ornaments, the garments, everything. Okay. Then the entertainments, what was the main mode of entertainment of the people at that very particular period of time, how the people they entertained themselves, you will study. Then you will study the religious beliefs. Were they religious, whether not religious, which god or which goddess did they pray, or which god or goddess did they worship or not. Clear? Then you will see the economic life of the people at that very time. What type of economy was there at the people? Were they living properly? What was the occupation of the people at that very time? In which occupation were they engaged? Everything. Then you will see the agriculture facility at that time, how it was, which different groups they have been struggling for this very agriculture, and was it sufficient for them at that very time or not. Then you will see this domestication of animals. The animals, for what purpose they were domesticated, whether they were domesticated for their personal use, whether they were domesticated for the professional use, whether they were kept as the prosperity of the family, whether they were superstitious at that very time, whether they were really worshipped, the animals were worshipped at that time or not. Then you will see the art and craft of the people at that time. The people, how and what things did they do at that time to you say the for the enjoyment purpose, or you can see the economic life, or you can see for different purposes what they did in this art and craft. So children, you will also come to see there are several definitions in this chapter, the varnas, the types of worships, the you'll see the Vedas, you'll see the literature, you'll see the family, you'll see the social life, political life, and many others. Okay, please, all these things I'll be telling next in your next video. And today we have completed till this very first paragraph, Vedic period. Hope you all have understood it properly. Read your chapter, go through your chapter, and kindly mark on your books different meanings, different spellings, and if you will not understand anything, kindly write in your copy and ask in your queries. Thank you.